Today we're going to learn how to change a guitar string. Hopefully you're watching this video just to learn how to do it and something like this hasn't happened to you. But if it did, the first thing to figure out when you're changing your guitar strings is what kind of guitar do you have? If you have a guitar with steel strings on it, made of metal, and it is an acoustic, there is a hole in it, you need steel string acoustic guitar strings. If some of the strings are made of plastic, you need nylon strings. It is very important to only put nylon strings on a nylon string guitar, not steel strings on a nylon string guitar, because you will snap the neck of the guitar. If you have an electric guitar, you need electric guitar strings. Now that you know what kind of strings you need for your guitar, we're going to go over how to change strings on a steel stringed acoustic guitar today. Any type of strings will do, but if you're having trouble pressing down the strings, or if your learner's having trouble pressing down the strings, we recommend going with a set that has a smaller number in the front. 11s would be quite light, 12s would be medium, 13 would be heavier, 14 would be very heavy. My recommendation for strings that I use on all of my acoustic guitars is the Elixir 12 to 53s. Elixir acoustic guitar strings are slightly more expensive, but they come with a coating on them so that you don't have to change your strings as often. Now, you don't technically need any tools to change the strings on your acoustic guitar, but a couple of things that will be really useful to have are something to pop out the pegs from the bottom of the bridge, a string winder to wind the strings around the tuning pegs faster, and a pair of wire cutters. Recently I picked up a tool that does all three of these at once, something to pop the pegs out, something to clip the strings at the top, and something to wind the strings. If you have a pair of wire cutters in your toolbox, that'll work really well. If you don't have anything to pop the bridge pegs out with, you can use a butter knife. If you don't happen to have a string winder, you can just twist it by hand. The first thing to do when you're putting a new string on your guitar is to get the old one off. If your string broke, like in the previous example, you probably have a little bit of something stuck in the top of your guitar string. To get that off the top of the guitar, I like to use just the head of a pen and just push the sharper end away. Something to keep in mind is that this is quite sharp, so it's very easy to poke yourself with it. Try to be careful. Another thing you can do is you can use the tip of a pen and you can just get it in between the strings. If you have a pair of pliers fine enough, it would probably be a lot easier. Make sure to set that piece of the string to the side so that you don't accidentally step on it. Once you've got the piece off of the tuning peg, next is to get this string out. Now, earlier in the video, we talked about having a tool to pull it out. Looks something like that. And all you're going to do is just wedge it underneath the peg, and it should pop out. You're going to set that peg to the side, make sure not to lose it. Next, you're going to grab your new string to go on the guitar. If you're not sure which of the strings in here to use, make sure that you double check on the package. It will tell you which string is which. The smaller the number, the thinner the string. First string, second string, third string, fourth string is the one that is broken on my guitar, fifth string, sixth string. In this example, the fourth string is D, so we're going to go through our pack. We're going to grab the string that says 32 on it, and that is the one that we are going to use. When you unwrap this, to get this string on the guitar, very simple. Unwind it, be careful not to poke yourself. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the ball end of the guitar string and you're going to put it through the hole. You're going to grab the peg from your bridge and you're going to grab the slotted end and put it through so that it is facing the front. Push down with your thumb and then pull up on the string. At this stage, what you're going to do is you're going to take the string, consider rotating the tuning peg around so that the hole at the top of the tuning peg is facing down the neck. If you're looking at the guitar like this, you should be able to look right through the hole. And you're going to take the string, put it through the hole. And when you do this, make sure that it is a little bit loose. The number of times this wraps around the tuning peg does not matter, but it's best practice to have at least 2 times around the tuning peg. What you're going to do is you're going to grab the string with your right hand, you're going to pinch the string, and use your index finger to push the string against the nut, this piece right here. Then what you are going to do is you are going to turn the tuning peg so that when the string wraps, it is on this side. You'll notice that they're all turned inwards towards the center of the neck. We don't want to have it going towards the outside of the neck. If you have a string winder, this would be the time to use it, and you will wrap the string around the tuning peg. When you're doing this stage, there is going to be the loose end of the string. Make sure that it comes up. We want it to go up and over top of the loose end of the string. Make sure that the string stays wrapped around the tuning peg, pull tight on it if you have to, and then keep winding. You're going to keep winding the string and eventually it will get tight enough that you will hear this where the string is now tight enough that you don't have to hold it. At this point, this is where you would want to grab a tuner. If you don't have a tuner or you're not sure how to tune your guitar, make sure that you check out our video posted above. Now that you've got the string on, what do we do with this excess? This is where you're going to grab your wire cutters, and like you would cut a flower on an angle, you are going to cut the string off on an angle. Now, at this point, your string has probably already gone out of tune again. So what you're going to do is you have to stretch the string out. And the way that you're going to stretch the string is you're going to pinch the string with your thumb and finger, and you are going to yank on it. And you are going to shake it. And if you let go while you are shaking it, you will hear a loud, that is okay. Then you're going to do that again. And you're going to do it a third time. Then you're going to grab your tuner. And you're going to tune your string. If you are doing this for a steel string guitar, you're done. That's all you should need to do. Sometimes what you will want to do is you will want to stretch the strings out, play it for a little bit, stretch the strings out again, play it for a little bit, leave it, and then repeat that every day for about 5 or 6 days while the strings get settled onto the instrument. If this was your first time changing a string on your guitar and you've never changed the strings before, I would recommend that you just change all of them. Take all the strings off of your guitar, clean your guitar, use a rag with warm water, let it dry, and then put all the strings on. Your guitar is going to sound so much better, you'll thank me for it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not sure how to tune your guitar, make sure that you click on the next video that you see up on the screen, and bye for now.